there has been no proof that vaccinations harm anybody. There's been a lot more proof that not being vaccinated can harm you a lot worse. Hi, it's Nani, and welcome to the Chronicles of Nani. It's a vlog about my life, living with progressive MS and living in a wheelchair. But it's also about finding the good in everything. And that's something I think we all struggle with, chronic illness or wheelchair or not. That everybody has good days and bad days, and trying to find that good, trying to find something to smile about. It is our cyber neighborhood coffee shop, and we definitely have to have coffee because I can't get through a vlog without coffee. The coffee cup today is from the CN Tower in Toronto. The date on the bottom of the coffee mug is January of 1990. The reason that mug fits so perfect today, and that, by the way, is 1 year after Sky Dome, which is Rogers Center now, opened and the Blue Jays started playing baseball there. And the Blue Jays have just started playing baseball there again. They've been playing in the U.S. until not that long ago because the Canada border was not open because of COVID. And so they just started playing there. Today is the 23rd of August. The reason that is so important and why having the CN Tower where the Rogers Center is now, because yesterday the Tigers were in Canada, in Toronto, playing the Blue Jays. They not only won the game, but Miguel Cabrera finally hit home run 500 in his career, because we put so much celebration around those round numbers. And it ends up turning into a lot of pressure and a lot of just every time that you get up there, it's like, oh, this I want this to be the one. And of course, the pitcher is also thinking, I don't want to be the answer to a trivia question years down the line. Who threw the baseball that somebody else hit to reach a round number, and they don't remember anything about my pitching? So the pitchers pitch like they don't want you to hit, and you tend to overswing or not swing, and so it takes forever to reach that round number. And yesterday he finally reached the round number, so Miggy 500, yay! And that's something I was definitely watching the game for on TV. But the other thing, because it's not a baseball vlog, although I talk about baseball a lot, I talk about scrapbooking a lot, because those are two of my favorite passions. You'll also hear me talk about cats a lot. Because I'm one of those people that helps cats on the internet and YouTube, because I follow a couple of those vlogs that have a lot more subscribers than I'd have, because I love watching cat videos too. But definitely hit that subscribe button. Once it says subscribe, you get the little bell, and you can hit the little bell, and you always know when there's something new. The other thing that's really important is why Canada was closed until sometime in July for baseball. The Blue Jays were playing their home games in the United States, either at their spring training facility, or for a while they were even playing in Buffalo at their AAA team's park, because Canada was not letting people just cross the border between the US and Canada, because our COVID rates were considerably worse. And for a long time, the Canadian COVID rates, I don't think were rising quite as fast as they were in the US. I'm not totally sure why. According to our World in Data website, the US 2 days ago was at 52% of the country vaccinated. Canada 2 days ago was at 65.9% of the country was fully vaccinated. Now, it was kind of curious to me at first, because, geez, I thought we were all the way up to about 55, and I know Canada was over 70. Now all of a sudden, everybody seems to have dropped. How do you drop down in the number of people fully vaccinated? Then I realized, geez, I'm part of that. Originally, I was going to be fully vaccinated as of yesterday. Now I have an appointment and I will be fully vaccinated tomorrow. If you remember that there had been a Chronicles of Nani where I already talked about being fully vaccinated and going out to a baseball game. And if you are immunocompromised, they have discovered that 2 shots don't fully vaccinate you because of your immune system issues. It really needs a 3rd shot before you can consider yourself fully vaccinated. So I need to get my 3rd shot before I'm actually considered a completely vaccinated American again. Just MS alone can drop Canada a lot more and a lot quicker than it drops America. Then when all of a sudden, you need 3 shots, not 2, so you're not fully vaccinated anymore. And that's where the numbers have dropped, because now everybody needs to get that extra shot. So I will at least be one person that brings the numbers back up a little more tomorrow, when I go and get my final vaccination, so that I will be fully vaccinated again. Pfizer or Moderna, the FDA has approved in the US of that 3rd shot being administered if you are immunocompromised. So I have my prescription from my doctor saying, yep, I got one of those diseases, I need another shot. So I filled out all the information, and I'm going to take that prescription and my card that says I have the other 2 shots, and my ID, and all that important stuff that they ask you to bring tomorrow, and I'm going to get my final shot, and I'll be all good to go again. Or at least 2 weeks later, I'll be all good to go again. Tomorrow is going to be finishing getting my shots day. What I find really shocking is the fact that, and even still with the numbers coming down for different chronic illnesses that do require a third shot, which has brought the percentages down. Canada is still considerably higher than we are. For a while, that wasn't the case. We were like at 40-45%. They were at 30%. And then they just zoomed right past us. And we stayed the same for the longest time. It took us forever to get to 50%. I don't understand. Is everybody just afraid of needles? And we haven't reached herd immunity yet. The disease is not gone. We're dealing now with the Delta variant, which is more contagious and it's rougher than the original COVID was. There are people who are vaccinated and who have been vaccinated for a while that have still gotten the Delta variant. Nothing compared to it's really attacking people that aren't vaccinated. It's more contagious, it's more violent, it's more deadly. Why would you not be vaccinated? I don't understand that. First off, you're protecting yourself, you're protecting other people. There are people who can't get vaccinated, children, and the Delta variant is attacking teenagers. You know, it's not an old person's disease anymore. So they have disproven every even slightly reasonable excuse for, oh no, this is a bad thing. I don't trust this vaccination for this disease. Being one of the more wealthy nations, there's no reason that we should be as low as 52%. How is it that Canada just zoomed past us? Why are people not getting this vaccination? It's free. It doesn't matter if you're insured. All you have to do is say, you know what, I'm a human being. And they'll say, stick your arm out, and they'll inject you with the vaccine. Like I said, Pfizer, Moderna, it's 2 shots and you're vaccinated, unless you're immunocompromised, and then you need 3. The whole, honor system, and yes, I'm vaccinated, so I don't have to wear a mask. It is just insane. My opinion, you should have to show your card that says, yes, I've been vaccinated, and turned away if you don't have that card. If you can't prove that you've had the vaccine, you can't come in. You can't come into the restaurant, you can't come into the arena, you can't come into the ballpark. Because that's how you keep everybody who is in safe. Anybody who insists, I don't need a vaccine, I don't need to wear a mask, they're going to be the first ones to lie about whether or not they've had the vaccine. And they're also going to be the first ones that get the Delta variant. Because they're not getting vaccinated, they're not wearing a mask, they're not socially distancing themselves, and they're breathing all over each other and sharing those germs. And they're keeping the vaccines from working. They're keeping the herd immunity from happening. But I can't believe that so many people are not getting vaccinated, not protecting themselves, protecting other people, that are actually believing some of these crazy things. I mean, the more sensible things have been proven wrong, and they're actually seeing proof that it works. But some of the things are just insane. The belief that the government is putting chips inside of you, or that something is. I read one where someone believed that it made you magnetic. That once you got the COVID shot, that metal things would automatically stick to you. How? Whoever started that? Just crazy. There's proof that these vaccinations are working. I think the biggest thing that's proof is the majority of people that are still getting sick, that are getting the Delta variant, that are getting the nastier and more violent versions of COVID, are people who were never vaccinated. COVID is reaching teenage kids now, which is why the whole masking and vaccinating and everything in schools is important. Because kids that were star athletes can't move right or can't breathe right now, even though they had COVID and got over it. You don't really ever get over it a lot of times. That, A students are suddenly not able to remember things. They're having mental breakdowns, because why can't I do this? What's going on? It's what in the article that I was reading is called long COVID. And it's COVID that leaves symptoms that don't go away. And they don't at this point know how long COVID lasts. Is it something that you live with the rest of your life? Or is it something that just takes a long time for it to go away? It's still new. They don't know exactly. And it's changing itself, and it's becoming different. You're getting these variants and things that are happening. We're hearing a lot about the Delta variant right now, because that's the one that's real common and strong and nasty. But there are other variants too. And I don't understand why people are not getting vaccinated. Read a newspaper online from another country and find out that it's not just here. It's not fake. It's very real. And the vaccinations are very real too. I think if our numbers were higher, if there were more people that were getting vaccinated, the variants wouldn't have as easy a time building themselves up. We're just not getting rid of it fast enough. And a lot of that has to do with get vaccinated. It's not political. No one's doing anything strange to you. Don't give me any of the excuses for I'm afraid of needles, and I'll come up with anything so that I don't have to get hit by a needle. You know what? It only takes a second. You just look the other way, look up to the sky, think about something else, and the next thing you know, just beep, it's done. They put a Band-Aid on you, and that wasn't so bad. And you only have to do it twice if you're not immunocompromised. And even at that, you only have to do it 3 times. And keep yourself safe. And I don't care what the government says about you don't have to wear a mask. And my doctor told me to wear a mask whenever I'm out of the house, and to make sure it's a mask with one of the pockets in it, so I can put a filter in it, because the mask protects other people. The filter offers protection to me. So the mask is a great thing to just have the mask on, but it's really a good idea if you have double or triple fabric in your mask, and if you have a pocket that you can put a filter in, that's going to offer you even more protection. The other thing is, why aren't you vaccinated? The vaccinations have not been proven to be dangerous to anybody. Side effects could include feeling a little bit of flu-like symptoms, or feeling even a day where you have a low-grade fever, or aches or chills or something like that. If it's protecting you from possibly having a lot worse than that, if it's protecting you from dying from the disease, or if it's protecting you from possible effects that you may live with the rest of your life, why wouldn't you get vaccinated? There has been no proof that vaccinations harm anybody. There's been a lot more proof that not being vaccinated can harm you a lot worse. This is me rolling off of my soapbox. My soapbox is a little bit bigger to accommodate a 6-wheeled wheelchair. And it takes a little more room because I have to have a ramp to get up on top of it. But yeah, I've still got my soapbox. My soapbox works really well. And that's the end of my soapbox and my pleading with you to please, if you haven't been vaccinated, get vaccinated. I just hope the numbers keep going up, that it's not just immunocompromised people that are firming their vaccinations back up to full strength, that it's more people that aren't vaccinated that get vaccinated, and bring our numbers up so that we can get herd immunity, so we can start making it safe, and we can start bringing the world numbers down. It's a pandemic. It's worldwide. We're together in this with everybody. So there's absolutely no reason that you shouldn't be doing your part. Chronicles of Nani premieres every Friday at 8 a.m. You can definitely join me. I'm there every Friday for the premiere, so if you want to chat during the premiere, we can definitely do that. Or you can visit the Chronicles of Nani anytime. We are open 24/7. I hope that you'll be back next week, and have a fantastic week.